Yo, what is up guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna talk about ear candy. For the people that don't know what ear candy is, it's just something that you do on your track to make it sound more professional. So you go from non-professional quality to a really good, interesting track and nothing else. Let's get to the video. The first thing I'm gonna talk to you is about using percussions to create ear candy. Okay, percussions are little effects. Here I have just this simple loop. So what I try to do is sometimes add some percussion some places to create a different feeling. For example, here I decided to put these trap snares. Okay, so at this part it sounds a bit different. Also here. Okay, these little things make your track sound different in some places, so it sounds more professional. That it seems that you work more on that. I also have some effects. I try to every 2 bars I try to put some simple effects, some percussions or toms or things like that. So it's the same. It's like you work more on the track. You spend time on it to create some details to make it sound more professional. For example, here I have this little thing. Here I have this. Here I have this. Okay, and the last thing is this little vocal here. I don't have any kick or any claps, so I decided to put this vocal together with these sounds. Alright, so let's compare before and after. We had just this simple loop. I mean, it sounds nice, but it's so static, so boring, all the time the same thing. So if we add these things, it sounds like this. This way, with these little things that doesn't take you that much time, you know, just 5 minutes to search some samples on your sample packs, and it sounds more interesting and not that boring, that static, that repetitive, everything, you know. So it works so well, and it just takes you a little bit of time. Well, the next thing is just to add some effects, you know. All the people uses these effects to fill those gaps that mix have. Okay, but you can add something else. For example, I like to use crowd effects. There are some crowd effects, just people shouting, but in this case, for example, there are claps. I'm gonna increase the volume. Okay, this way it creates something different. You add more atmosphere to the sound and things like that. And if you put it in a really low volume, it seems it's not sounding, that you cannot hear it. But if it's not there, you hear the track more empty. So it works so well. Also, using some white noises like this. Okay, so let's compare the loop without any of those effects and samples I used. And now let's see with all those things I decided to use. You will see that it covers a lot of more space and makes it less static and more interesting. As you can see, it's something really simple, so I recommend you to spend a bit of time on that because it will make your track sound a lot better and more professional. The next thing is about creating movement. I like to create movement with my synth. For example, here I have this bass line, and I decided to put some notes up here. This way you create more movement on your bass line. It's just using some glides. Okay, for example, here in Serum you put this the mono legato, and you put the portamento up, and you create this movement. It seems something really stupid or really simple, but it works so well. Okay, take out this note and compare before and after. And now let's put it back. Alright, you add some movement to your bass line. It's something good. And about the synth, okay, I just took this simple melody here. don't start saying things like what is ship melody, things like that. Okay, just for a tutorial. Okay, really simple melody, but it will work for the thing I want to tell you. So the first thing I like to do to create movement on your leads is using an LFO. Inside the length is really simple. Just go here, for example, use the volume AB. You can use also the pitch or things like that. Okay, I like to put the rate on 116. And here you choose mod wheel, and you choose the LFO 1 because we choose the LFO 1 on the gain. Okay, you put it all the way up, and now if I move this, it will work. This gain knob. All right, so let's create an automation of that. So here, for example, we can create some movement on this sustaining note. Alright, this way it seems so stupid, but when you use longer notes, these things work so well to don't make it sound like something so static there. Okay, you create some movement on the synth. Another way to do this is just using the gross beat. Okay, on gross beat I like to use this preset here, and what I try to do is to first disable the gross beat, so I only enable the plugin here because where I want it, and then I control also the volume. Let's create an automation. So what you do is something like this. It is more or less the same effect. Okay, it's more or less the same. You can do it with a lot of different things. Okay, just try and experiment. Another thing I like to use a lot to create movement on your synth is using the blue glitch. There is also another plugin called glitch 2, more or less the same. So for example, what we can do is to create some tape stops somewhere, or triggers or delays or things like that. So let's try it. Okay, you can experiment with things like that. Just try things. I don't know, for example, let's try some crazy things here. Okay, things like that is super simple. Just spend a bit of time, you will create more movement and your leads will sound a lot better. And the third thing is using reverb. Okay, I recommend you to have two reverbs, the one that puts your leads on the mix, and this one to create this effect. So we have this reverb. Okay, but what I'm gonna do is automate the wet knob, and here on the places that there are some gaps, I will increase the volume of the reverb. This way you cover those spaces. Okay, this way is like it's coming up before it goes to the next note, so it's the same. You create more movement and nothing else, guys. It's super simple. It's like I told you, just spend some time on it, because these little details is what makes your track sound more professional, and these little details is what big producers take care of. So if you send just a track without any of those percussions or those movement or things, it can sound nice, but if you add those little things in some parts of the track, it will sound a lot better. But the thing is, try not to overdo it. So for example, if there is a part where you have the leads with an LFO or things like that, and also the bass line with a glide or things like that, maybe not add some percussion or some effects, because maybe you are adding too much things. Okay, so use this with intelligence. Okay, be smart. So nothing else, guys. Leave a like if this video helped you. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments, or if you know more ear candy technique, just also leave it in the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, so you don't miss any of these videos, guys, and nothing else. See you in the next video.